It is finally here. The big old max post. Ooh, for KMSD changes. So this is from last Thursday. Lots of information need to be compiled for all the 6 job stuff. G job, yeah. And then the G went like, or like that, and then like a 6, and everyone like, whoa! Right. So let's see. This is what the Hexa matrix is going to look like. See if you remember all the names. This is origin skill. This is, oh boy, these are the empowered fifths. So this is the enhancement cores, and then no wait, what is that? Top left is origin. No shot. They're gonna make 6 origin skills. But only 4 5th job skills? These are the mastery cores because they said there were only going to be 4. So this is the mastery cores, and these are the enhancement cores. Okay, so this is the origin stuff? Oh, but this is gonna be, oh yeah, this is gonna be origin skills, but also the origin stats, right? Sorry, also the stat cores, I think, as well, stat nodes. I think you have to select those here as well, and the common skills will be here, yeah. On page 2. Oh, but why are there 6 slots here? Oh, I guess we'll read. We'll read. One of the before 6 job is released. This patch contains the actual 6 job advancement quests, the actual Hexa matrix system, and lots of 6 job skill changes. Props to Max over at orangemushroom.com for putting all of that stuff together. Plus the enhancement nodes, as well as level 280 area Arteria and the other improvements. Oh my god, a lot of stuff. Max is going to include a more in-depth guide for 6 job advancement quests and how the Hexa matrix system works, but this post was already pretty late and there will probably be some changes by the time it releases in the live server, which I think is this Thursday, right? So he's going to add it in the next one. The next post will probably require going through every single skill, so it will definitely take some time. Also, my keyboard is dying and the number keys don't work half the time, so it makes it 10 times harder for me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Everyone subscribe to his, not .com, is .net? Yeah, mushroom.net. Make sure you subscribe to his Patreon so you can afford a new keyboard, okay? Alright, let's see. 6 job advancement, new power to face the new age. As mentioned in the previous test world, we continue to make improvements, fix errors. In the case of certain errors happening in the current test world, we decided that proper testing was impossible unless we fixed them right away, so we made some more changes. First of all, we fixed an error where certain classes could not properly enhance their mastery cores. Okay. Also, for bowmasters, we added a feature that automatically changes Hurricane when you reach the maximum amount of special arrowheads to improve skill usage convenience. Right, because you have to activate it and then get stronger arrows for a little bit. And we fixed an error where the skill would stop if you jumped while using it. Oh. And seeing as bowmasters jump all the time while they're hurricaning, that's probably a good thing. Also running to fix other skill usage errors like how the shooting mode's attack activation timing is slower than normal modes before it is released on the official server. Gotcha. In addition to the things that are being fixed right away this time, there are many other things that are already being changed or reviewed. There will definitely be lots of additional fixes. Yep, indubitably. As we said in the previous live broadcast, we apologize for not being able to provide a satisfactory experience for all players at the same time. In this situation, I think the only thing our development team can do is make the most of our available resources and quickly fix and improve things. Thank you again to all players. I sent lots and lots of love to MapleStory, even though you can see where we have been lacking. All of us developers will do our best to repay that love, especially now that we have all of the Lost Ark refugees coming to our game. We definitely want to make sure we can keep you guys for long term. They didn't write that last part there, but that's what they're saying. All right, what are these tunes right here? Oh, Six job advancement quests. We got that new energy. Oh, we've got the Ludibrium clock tower disappearing. This is the orb that you kill when you kill the black mage. We've got the symbols disappearing. Uh-oh. Lost Ark refugees, we're getting more support in Ukraine. I've got some Ukrainian neighbors. They're gonna support some support here. Okay, sounds pretty good. Characters can start the 6th job advancement when they reach level 260 after completing the 5th job advancement and the borderless original appearance quest. You can begin the 6th job advancement 6th job United Dimensions quest. Okay. Following quests have been added. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Road of Vanishing Symbol Recovery. Choo-Choo Island Symbol Recovery. Yeah, Soul Urda is going to be the new energy. Because the regular Urda is from the moon, I guess, and Soul Urda is from the sun. Oh, fuck it. During the 6th job advancement quest, you can move outside the job advancement maps by talking to an NPC Moko. If you want to continue the 6th job advancement quest, you can accept the 6th job, continuing the job advancement quest and lightbulb icon to return to the maps. Oh, because it's like its own special thing, I guess? Okay. Hexa Matrix System. Oh, yeah. Hexa... Skill? Hexa... Test. Oh yeah, so you can smash them together to some extent. You can activate Hexa cores, or nodes for us, of course, to acquire Hexa skills and Hexa stats. Maybe they'll call them cores now, so that you can differentiate between nodes and cores. Honestly, is there anything in the game that is called cores in Maple? There probably is. But it's like the... like the Xenon skill or something, right? Is that a core? Oh. Oh, yeah, Lotus energy cores. You're right, yeah. Yeah, the Abso thingies. That's the only thing that's called cores. That's a good time to just remove those, like somebody said, and just turn the boss drops into emblems that we can double-click for items. Core Aura. Poor Jet. Hexa skill course is divided to skill nodes, most likely. Mastery nodes, enhancement nodes, and common nodes. Skill nodes are for new skills, so those are most likely going to be the origin skills. Mastery nodes are to further enhance 4th job and lower skills. Enhancement cores are to empower existing 5th job skills. And the common nodes will give stuff like, you know, like right now we have Urda Nova, you know, that kind of thing. Imagine if there's Soul Nova, and it's like a better bind or something. Access skill cores are going to be upgraded up to level 30. When the cores are upgraded, the level of the skills activated by them are increased as well. Master cores and enhancement cores can only be activated when certain 5th job skills are above a certain level. If you unequip or disassemble a V core and do not meet the skill level requirements anymore, the Hexa skill core will be deactivated and you will not be able to use the skill learned from the skill core. Makes sense. Next slide, please. And by that I mean last song. Radiant Triumph. Yeah, that's what I call mechanics. Okay, okay, and this is the stat one. Alright, the Korean doesn't help in main stat, additional stat. Okay. Hexa stats allow you to increase your stats by restarting music. Acquiring and enhancing stat cores. Hexa stats consist of the following stats: critical damage, boss damage, defense ignore, damage, attack, magic attack, and main stat. So only the best stats from... So for D8, it's gotta be HP here, right? They must have taken that. How was it going today? What up, Chippa? It's going pretty well today. Sadly, like I streamed about 3 hours, and then I wanted to do a part segment on the test server. But sadly, I hadn't fully downloaded it, and I was unable to download while staying alive, so I had to cut my stream for a little bit, download it, and then come back. But I got 2 hours of training in on the D8. Not perfect training, because I had to rush a little bit, because it was pretty early for me. But we got some gains on the D8. And then we went over some test server stuff. And then I upgraded a little bit of things. And now we're here looking at the 6 job stuff. There is a total, because a total is singular. There is a total of 6 stat cores. In this update, you can only activate 1. Boo! The remaining stat cores will be added at a later date. A single stat core can be assigned 1 main stat and 2 additional stats. A single stat core cannot have multiple of the same type of stat. You cannot equip multiple stat cores with the same main stat. Additional stats can be stacked up to 2 times over all stat cores. Stat cores can be... Wait, so we basically have like quote-unquote like boost nodes for stats? Stat cores can be upgraded up to level 20. Each stat can only go up to level 10. A single stat core can be assigned 1 main stat and 2 additional stats, and it can be upgraded up to level 20, and each stat can only go up to 10. Each time you try to upgrade a stat core, one of the 3 stats levels will be increased based on a set chance. Oh, gotcha. So those 20 levels will be divided over the 3 stats on the core. When a stat core reaches level 10 or higher, you can pay 10 mil mesos to reset its stat levels. So you have to spend money to reroll. Damn, interesting. Okay. So you just gamba. When a stat core reaches level 20, you can save its upgraded mode. You can then apply the saved upgrades effects at any time by overriding your current stat core's upgrades. You pay 100 real meso to change the types of stats in a stat core. This is just like a really expensive and more convoluted jet link skill, essentially, right? Maybe they had to rewrite... Maybe they repurposed some of the jet link skill code to make this. So they had to get rid of jet, because otherwise the link skill would break. That would be interesting if that happens to be what all of this is. We confirmed and fixed an error in stat cores where the attack and magic attack values were set higher than intended. Also, please note the percentage increasing options applying to the attack magic attack from stat cores is intended and will be the same even in the official server update. Okay, interesting. Soul Urda, here we have it. The material used to upgrade a Hexa cores, Soul Urda and Soul Urda fragments have been added. Ooh, shiny! Oh, so many different types. It's got a correct code, incoming Maple. Give them an idea to delete Kana so Kishin comes as a 6-shop common skill. Well, it doesn't increase spawn anymore, so why would you even want it? Oh yeah, for a little bit more EXP for the monsters killed by that skill. An extra summon, I guess. After completing 6-shop advancement, you can select Soul Urda Energy to acquire Soul Urda. You can acquire Soul Urda Energy by defeating monsters in Authentic Force areas. Okay. You can acquire Soul Urda Energy by defeating the following bosses. Oh, for bosses as well. Okay, Lotus, Damien, and everything above. Lucid Will, Vihela, Slime. Oh, Hard. Okay, wait. Hard, Lotus, Hard, Damien. Hard, lucid, hard will. Oh, missing a bracket. Normal and hard Vihilla. Chaos slime. Chaos. Oh, not from normal gloom? Or normal dark now? Dude, normal gloom and normal dark now are harder than hard lotus, so why not? I don't like that. Black Mage hard and extreme. Chosen Sarah normal hard extreme. Watcher Kalos chaos and calling normal. Missing bracket unplayable. This is not affiliated with Nexon officially, okay? So when you collect 1,000 soul Urda energy, you will acquire 1 soul Urda. You can hold up to 20 soul Urda per character. So you have to do what? At the beginning 6 of advancement, you can acquire soul Urda fragments by defeating monsters in authentic force areas. Wait, after? Yeah. Soul Urda fragments are tradable. However, in Reboot World, they are untradable. Oh. Six shop skill changes. Wait. Hang on. We just introduced Soul Urda, but we didn't introduce how you really use it. But it's upgrade the Hexa cores, right? So it seems like they're trying to get out the variance of the nodes that they have now. So like whereas now you have like nodes and you open them and you get one out of like a bajillion nodes. And then you have to look for the right one. It seems like in the future they're just going to cluster everything hardcore. And then you can get all the nodes that you need, but you have to gather the power through playing the game to empower them essentially. But on the character, right? So you're not going to be able to like transfer nodes. So the benefit is you don't take forever to find everything. But then you have to grind on the character to level it. So pros and cons. Okay. 6th job. Skill changes. Mastery skill sound effects will be added at a later date. Or some of the audio was really good. Origin skill shared party cooldown has been removed. Oh yeah, they already talked about that they were going to remove that. You can now use other bind skills on enemies that are currently absolute bound. So that's the bind effect that you get from using the 6th job skills. Fix an issue where the absolute bound enemies could still attack. That's probably not good. When you use an origin skill in the air, you will now continue to float during the skill action. Hell yeah. Okay, a lot of fixes. Some weird interactions, most likely. I'm absolutely binding. I absolutely binded. Absolutely bounded in. 7th job, bind skill, extremely bound. 8th job, double bound. I'm triple binding? I'm triple binding? Oh shit. Does anyone have their quadruple bind? I only have my triple bind. Triple? No, I only have a double bind. Go for a triple bind. Okay. All origin skills get bonus stats when they reach level 10, 20, and 30. Level 10, 20 IED. Level 20, 20 boss damage. Level 30, 30 IED and a boss. Okay. That's pretty disgusting. Guess we'll have to know if that internally stacks or not, but even if it doesn't, it's still pretty fucking good. We're gonna have so much ID. ID from the stats and from this, yeah. But to be fair, if anything, that just means we don't have to redo our WSE, right? Or our well, we still have flexible familiars to cope with all this stuff, but the higher level bosses are all like 380, and they're probably going to go towards 400 PDR, so it only makes sense that they give us more IED. Is IED and boss damage? Yeah, only on this skill though, right? Only on the origin skill, not on yourself in the whole time. Mastery Core skill now increases the range of the first and second tiers in space that are activated by Combo Instinct when you cast Enhanced Ranging below 6. Skill now increases the attack range of Sword Burning Souls normal mode when you cast it, and fix the issue with the maximum number of enemies. Hit did not decrease when cast in and range. Spirit Caliber. Damage has been increased from 3,240% to 3,900%. Yes, bigger number better. Give us that hero buff. All attacks will now activate final attack. Fixing where Sword of Burning Soul did not activate. Right click the invincibility buff after casting the skill to cancel it. Fix an issue where casting the skill would cancel the previously used skill action. Enhancement cores. Sword of Burning Soul final damage is now increased by 60%. His actual combo increased by 60%. World Reaver and Sword Illusion 60% final damage on all of them. Okay. Seems fine. Master Core's Blast 6. Damage has been decreased from 485 to 465. MP consumed has been increased from 30 to 35. Nerf those paladins. Divine Judgment 6. Fixed the issue with additional defense ignored did not apply. Sacred Bastion with a giant golden dudes. The first shockwave damage has been increased from 2100 to 3600. Okay. Second shockwave damage has been increased from 2760 to 3300. And the Light of Judgment damage has been increased from 1200 to 1800. Alright. Alright. No description. You can now use the skill while in the air. And float! Hell yeah. Enhancement cores. 60. Holy Unity's final damage boost is increased to 90%, and the final damage of the attacking skills cast by the bonded target is increased to 60%. Holy Unity's final damage boost is increased to 90. The final damage of the attacking skills cast by the bonded target is increased to 60. That's not an increase. If your final damage is set to 60%, then that's a decrease. That's not an increase. So it should be by 60 as well, I believe. Blessed Hammer is enhanced. Unless... Is Holy Unity by itself 50%, 90% final damage for friend? No, that's for yourself. How much is it for other people now? Holy Unity MapleStory. Fifth job advancement. Skills. These skills. What is friend? Friends. We Maple Twitch drops? Yeah, dude. Get them all in here. So grasp, but shield. Divine Echo. 75%. Upon using an offensive skill, the affected party member mimics you for 40%. Fluctuation of party members for 65%. Yeah, okay. So instead of plus 75 and plus 40, it goes to plus 90 and plus 60. Yeah, okay. And this stacks with like all the other shit, so... And that burst is gonna be nasty. Okay. Dark Knight. Master Beholder's Revenge did not activate when this attack hit an enemy. Cooldown was not increased. Okay. Issues fixed. Skill core. Ooh, looking sexy. Oh, there's a mastery core. Beholder's Revenge did not activate. Okay, well. And a 60% final damage to all the team. Ooh. Paladin, new best in slot supporter. Paladin's always been very solid if you're just doing like a two-man job. Paladin is really nice. Fire Poison, Mastery Core. Fixing shreds from dangerous fervent drain stacks were not increased even when the duty was applied. Skill effect has been changed. Skill effect has been changed for Internal Venom. Yo, that's such a good one though. Infernal Venom. Fixing shreds by fervent drain stacks were not increased. Okay. And then Hospital Core 60% on all the final damage of the existing 5th jobs. So if you've already made a character for burning and want to delete it, you get the burn back. You get the burn back. You just cannot pick up the rewards that you get at level 200 or past level 200. If you pick those up already once, you can't pick those up again. But you can get the items from before level 200 again. Ice Lightning. Fix an issue where the DOT wasn't applied. Electric will no longer decrease free stacks. Fix an issue where the additional critical rate effect did not apply. Nobody cares about additional critical rate on a single attack. It's like a good class. It's like a pseudo support. It's good at mobbing, good at supporting. If you're really funded, you can solo burst with it, but that's not where it's the best at. You know, it can do solo bossing, but that's just not where it shines. Number 150 here. Yeah, that's the plus 200 rewards. You can get those unlimited times. Frozen Lightning. The first strike's number of hits has been increased from 5 to 6. The final strike's number has been increased from 42 to 4,500. Numbers increased from 8 to 9. Aspects have been increased from 1,200 to 1,500. Additionally, age 5 to 6. Cooldown has been decreased from 2 seconds to 1 second. From the additional hits. Fixation where the strikes due to the fused ice and lightning magic did not activate Blizzard's passive effect. Where the characters appeared awkwardly. Screen effect remained in the quest cutscene. Ice fragment creation and movement effect has been changed. The skill description has been changed. You can now use the skill while in the air. And 60% final damage to all the things. Bishop. Mastery Core. Damage increase from 580 to 820. Fix an issue where MP was consumed 2 times. Fix an issue where the MP was consumed 2 times by mana overload as well. Fix each where was not activated. Target where multiple monsters overlapped. Only the target enemy would be hit even if the sword touched other enemies. 580 to 820. That's a pretty big fucking deal. Holy Advent. Skill effect has been changed. No, it looks so cool. Maybe it looks even cooler now. The attack logic has been changed to attack within a certain range based on the Archangel of Balance. Fixing was not activated. Fixing issue where the client would exit if a monster used a teleport pattern while the Archangels manifested. Like every single boss ever. Alright. 580 to 820 is stonks? Yes, it is. Link in the chat, crazy. And in title. Alright. When Bishop is used, Bishop's final damage is increased by an additional 10%. And this stacks additively with Benediction's final damage boost. Wait, only Bishops though? But none of the parties' final damage is increased? Cringe. Passive effect 90 all-star. That's actually kind of big. And then 60% final damage on all the other team. Hurricane. Damage has been increased from 585 to 625. That's a lot of hits, so that's pretty nice. Bishop stonks, everyone else not stonks. 6 Bishop Party Inc. Maximum number of special arrowheads that can be acquired has been decreased from 250 to 75. Shumo's attack logic was instead of being a skill that attacks a certain range, it has been changed into a skill that fires arrows more quickly, the same as Hurricane. More quickly, the same as Hurricane. Wait, so not more quickly. Fix an issue where Mortal Blow was not applied. Oh, that's pretty important for that armor crack. Fix an issue where the special arrowheads were consumed even when shooting weapons attacks did not hit. I mean, if you fire an arrow, whether it hits or not, you lose the arrow, right? Fix sure where shooting mode reset when shooting weapons and shooting mode. Skill will now automatically switch to shooting mode when you acquire the maximum number of special arrowheads. So that will be after 75 already instead of after 250. If you switch between modes while holding Hurricane down, it will switch immediately without ending the skill. Okay. And no longer when you're jumping, I guess. The arrow shower's damage has been increased from 3.6k to 8.1k. Alright. And the number of arrow shower activations increased from 6 to 8. The arrow shower during the continuous effects damage has been increased from 1500 to 2700. And the number of hits increased from 6 to 8. That is some stonks right there. Make sure where the number of arrows showers activations was not shown when the attack hit an enemy. Fixing a mortal blow. Fixing with sliding banner displayed to other party members. One casting the skill was displayed 2 times. Wow, that skill just more than doubled in damage. Okay. And then 60% final damage on the enhancement cores. Marksman, final aim. The skill effect has been changed. The action delay has been decreased by about 12.5%. I think action delay is not what people were upset about though for this one, but just the total length of the skill animation itself. Because we talked about this a little bit before, but like all the skills have different amounts of damage that they do, of course. But some of the animations last like 3 or 4 times as long as other people's, which means that if you're just locked in an animation and you can't do anything, your skill has to hit way harder to compensate for the amount of damage you're losing. 60% final damage on all the things. Oh, no extra. Dude, I think people would be okay with split arrows final damage not going up, but the uptime going to 100%. So just like perma splitting in 6 job. Repeating crossbow cartridge is enhanced. Or like 1 or 2 extra shots for repeating cartridge instead. Actually, just more flat final damage is probably better, so you don't want to take longer to commit your damage. But like if in 6 job you could perma split, I think people would like that better than increasing the damage. Pathfinder must recall. Ooh. Cardinal blasts. Skill effects has been changed. Explosion range has been increased by about 4.8%. I thought it's at 48%. I was like, that's bust. But 4.8 is a little. Is a little sus. Patient by the ancient curse debuff stacking effect from 200 was not applied. Additional blasts. The curse arrows will no longer be affected by cooldown reset effects. Aw. Patient by the skill was not affected by current first moves. Final damage reduction and multiple explosions. Curse arrows were not affected by the level 20 effect. Okay, that should be. Skill core Forsaken Relic. The shockwave's damage has been increased from 3,600 to 8,400. Alright. Stonks. Explosion damage has been increased from 5,400 to 9,900. Number of hits increased from 12 to 13. The magic arrows activated during Relic Liberation's damage has been increased from 1,080 to 2,700. Curse explosions from Ancient Range have been increased from 1,200 to 2,400. Ancient Range will only activate when your own directly attacking skills hit an enemy. Fix an issue where enchant, force, and final booster during the regular do not apply to certain skills. Fix. Screen effect was applied. Okay. Well, that's also more than basically more than double the damage. Pretty big. 60% here, 60% on Raven Tempest, Evolve Tempest. Ooh, that's a sexy one. Obsidian Barrier. And Relic Unbound. Alright, Night Lord. Night Lord needs buffs. Give us some Night Lord buffs. Fix an issue where if you use the skill from the skill book, Enhanced Quadruple Throw would not be activated. Fix an issue where Enhanced Quadruple Throw had no limit on the number of enemies it could hit. Unlimited targets. Unlimited power. But they got rid of that. Huge nerf. Finish if the continuous attack activated dark side, which would be cancelled. Oh, buffed. You can stay in dark side now, guys. Based. And 60% final damage to... Man, 60% final damage to spread throw and to throw blasting. Ugh. God, Night Lord Burst is going to be absolutely disgusting. I think we should just all go play Night Lords. It's just one burst C10A at level like 270 or something. Assassinate 6. 6's final strike will now consume the murderous intent buff to 50% increased final damage. Perfect 6 final strike will have been decreased from 1170 to 835. Right, 6's maximum number of charges has been decreased from 10 to 5. And the dark saturation when activated has been increased from 3 seconds to 6. Fixation where the amount of time required to stay inside smoke screen to increase pulverized number of uses was displayed as 3 seconds instead of 1. Fix an issue where the buff icon for the dark sound. Okay. Okay, Air Pathfinder and whipped my attention over and nearly ran out of time in the Damien Prequest. Uh-oh, run. Skill core, Resolute Strike. The skill effect has been changed. The first strike's damage has been increased from 3,000 to 6,300. The number of hits increased from 5 to 6. And the second strike's damage has increased from 3,000 to 7.2k. And number of hits increased from 5 to 6. Final strikes increased from 4.8 to 8.4. A lot of these skills were already pretty big when we looked at the numbers. And some of those were just doubled or more in damage. Interesting. 60% final damage to everything. Yup. Damage. Yeah, true. Dual Blade. Phantom Blow. 6 fixed an issue with the effect overlapped with itself. We can't be having that. Skill Core. Skills have been improved so that the Karma imbued blades prioritize attacking the enemy with the highest HP, which should have already been the case. Fixation with some with the unactivated Karma imbued blades could be lost. I remember this skill number is already being crazy on this skill, so I guess they don't need to be amped up too much. 60% on all of these. Viper Mastery Cores, also known as the Buccaneer. Fist and Rage. The skill effect has been changed. The damage has been decreased from 480 to 455. And Shockwave damage decreased from 480 to 455. Fixation where the skill could not be used by clicking on the skill icon in the skill window. Like anyone is going to do that. Liberate Neptunus. Please have more skill description. Jesus. Shockwave's number of hits has been increased from 6 to 8. The Sea Rage's number of hits has been increased from 8 to 12. Neptunus Rage reactivation cooldown has decreased from 6 to 4. Neptunus Rage first attack damage has been decreased from 2880 to 2100. But with the extra lines, I don't even know if that's so much. 12, 16. That's probably roughly still the same. Number of hits has been decreased from. Number of hits has decreased from 8 to 6. Oh, never mind. That's an in-range first attack. Second attack damage has decreased 2880 to 2400. Number of hits has been decreased from 98. His third attack has been increased from 2880 to 3000, and hits increased from 9 to 10. I always wonder why it matters so much, like why every single hit of every skill has to have a completely different number of hits and percentage. Are they really holding like capping and hitting 750 bill lines? Like, is that really what's in their heads there? So it's harder to balance it. Yeah, that's what. Imagine if everyone just had the exact same skills, but the effects would be completely different. And the animation would be completely different, but all the percentages, amount of lines of all the classes would actually be exactly the same. And hitboxes. First will clear, Grats Phantoms. Good shit, dog. A number of hits has been decreased from 14 to 10. Ooh. Here's in range. Fifth attack has been added. Oh, an added fifth attack. Here we go. It deals 3,600% damage 12 times. Because originally if you change directions after activating the and rage and use another skill, character's direction would change abnormally. Lightning orb not activated. Okay, 60% final damage on all the memes. Corsair, skill passively increases captain's dignity damage by 145% points. The clip consumption, it's a magazine. No, was increased from 0.3 seconds to 0.6. Skill icon has been changed. Fixed an issue where rapid fire at range did not apply to shooting mode. Imagine like added range and like empowered. Oh, no longer powered. Oh, constantly have to adjust your positioning. Dreadnought. The storm's damage has been increased from 4,500 to 7,200. Number of activations has been increased from 7 to 11. Ha! 711. The bombardment's damage has been increased from 1,200 to 3,000. Fix an issue where sometimes the bombardment did not activate. The battleship will now be maintained even after dying. Fix an issue where the battleship was visible in the cash shop, Maple Auction, and Monster Life. Is the last day of the song buff? No, tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day. Tuesday, last day. Wednesday is first day. Alright, 60% final damage on the enhancement course. Cannon shooter, mastery core. Fix an issue where the skill did not prioritize highest HP. Issue where sometimes mini cannonball did not activate, but a stored bomb would be consumed. Fix an issue where cannon buster bonus attacks increase number of hits did not apply to buckshot. Okay, so just some small fixes. Skill core. Kinetic explosion bombardment damage has been decreased from 14,400 to 9,000. Oh. The number of activations has been increased from 8 to 12. Ayo. 80, 32, 35.2, 115.2 to 118. Oh. Basically the same, yeah. The big explosion damage has been decreased from 18,000 to 10,200, but the number of activations increased from 4 to 8. Yeah, that's an increase, baby. Stonks. Yeah, this went from, what, 72,000 to 81,600. So that's 8/9 and 9/9. So that's 1/8 extra. So 12.5% final damage increase on just on the explosion damage. Nice, 60% final damage on the lot. All right, Mihail mastery core. Ooh, new animation with a bit sword in the end. Ah. Skill effect has been changed. Assault 6's skill icon has been changed. Damage has been decreased from 970 to 855. And the assault damage decreased from 595 to 530. Fixed an issue where after learning Shining Cross Assault 6, if you use the skill by clicking on the first skill window, assault would be displayed. Huh. The shockwave's damage has been increased from 4,800 to 5,400, and final strike's number of hits has been increased from 12 to 14, and number of activations increased from 4 to 5. Whoa, that's big. That is major stonks, dude. This is 600, that's 1/8, so that's 12.5% more damage on that. And final strike, number of hits increased from 12 to 14. And number of activations from 4 to 5. So instead of hitting 48 times, it's hitting 70 times. That's 22 more times. That's almost 50% extra on the final strike damage. Almost. 22 out of 48. That's 112. It's just like 41.25% more damage, something like that. Raya's duration is increased to 115 seconds. The final damage boost is increased to 40, and shield's duration increased to 40 seconds. Damage reduction is increased to 90%, and each stage's number of defense is increased to 20, 25. Damn. Soul encouragement duration is increased to 35 seconds. Damage boost is increased to 40%, and the shield given to the party members is increased to 400% maximum HP. Dang. That's good stuff. That's a big support. One day, the support of the Mihao will be good enough that Mega Dude will finally party with the Demon Avenger again. Ugh. That poor guy just kept getting destroyed in his defensive shield. because I got hit by random stuff that wouldn't even kill me, but then killed him because I took too much damage, and he got the true damage instead of the percentage damage from how much I got hit for. It was a shit time. Soulmaster, skill core. Oh yes, it is the Dawn Warrior. Strikes damage has been increased from 4,800 to 7,200, and the number of hits has been increased from 3 to 5. Bruh. What? From 14.4k to 36k. The Primal Explosion's damage has been increased from 7,200 to 9,900. And the number of hits increased from 6 to 7. Fixed an issue where the skill description did not include the 10% final damage boost for 20 seconds. How could you forget that? And then 60% final damage on everything. Well, that skill is getting a major too much stonk, crazy stonks on that one. Blaze Wizard must recall. Ooh, okay, that looks kind of cool. It's a lot of fire, some flames. Orbital Flames 6. Blaze text effects have been changed. Fixed issue. Just fix this. Eternity, the flames number of activations been increased from 7 to 9. The Circle of Flames damage has been increased from 2,400 to 10,000. Let me get some stonks in the chat right now. The Circle of Flames damage has been increased from 2,400 to 10,800. And the activation interval has been decreased by about 28%. Jesus. Yeah, that's more than that's 4.5x the damage. And 2 extra lines on flame. And then the activation decreased by 28%. It's like DOT. So DOT, instead of every time it ticks 4 times, it now is ticked over 5 times. Fix an issue where the damage was displayed awkwardly. If you change maps, it was active. Fix an issue where Salamander Mischief. Yo, Blaze Wizard mains? Turn the main Blaze Wizard, anyone? Maflame? Stars. Maflamewee. Maflawee. Maflawi. It would probably be Mablawi. I don't know if the... She probably looks for the name. I was going to recommend, would you mind showing your key binds or any tips from a new player trying to find comfortable setup now that I'm at the 5th job with a lot of buttons? Okay, and then 60%. Key setup, basic advice, okay? Put your hand, rest in front of you, and then relax it. That's your default state, okay? For your hand, default state. Now, in that default relaxed state, put that on the keyboard. And just kind of like move it around the keyboard and see where, if you put it on the keyboard there, you have access to like a lot of the useful keys. And then underneath where your fingers land naturally, put the skills that you're going to use the most right there. Because then all you have to do is this. You just have to like push down. You don't have to move them around, nothing. If you do that, you'll be able to grind for super, super long. And then once that feels comfortable, put all of those skills like on the bottom right of your screen in the hotkeys so that you can see when they're going to be available again. And if you need to, add a skill alarm. So skill alarm you can do here under the note. You put skills here, and then whenever they come off cooldown, you'll get a special notification here on the bottom right. That's where I would start. Put jump on C? No, don't. Wasn't skill arm movable or side? Yeah, that's a good question. Give me an in-depth card or finger techniques video. So kind of all type of skills in certain areas, and you use a big action bar or smaller with menus at the side. It depends on the character. If a character can fit all of their hotkeys like this, I keep it like that. But most characters, especially once they get the 5th job and decent skills and all that, if you don't have auto buff, then I tend to expand it. But if I need small, I keep it small, and if I need a big, then I take a big. And if you hold down a button, this happens. Okay, we're good. Screenshot my screen. Oh, when my setup? Yeah, my setup. So my hand is mainly on the bottom left. I noticed that it used to have my main attack on control, main attack, and then alt jump. But I noticed that the cramp my hands a little bit too close together. So I wanted a little bit more space. So instead, I use A, because like my ring finger on A and my thumb on alt is actually a more relaxed, like main attacking thing. But yeah, every character is going to be a little bit different. But usually I have my will skills, buffs over here, burst skills more to the right, bind on F, AoE skill on spacebar, additional buffs usually here, main attacking is in the middle, ASDF, and then to the north a little bit, like this is where the main attacks are, and then like dashes and movement and stuff is usually here, and then like the 2-minute or 3-minute burst is usually here, and then the toggles are usually up here because you use them like very, very rarely, so they're like quite far away from where all the action is. That's my general setup. That works for me. If you want to use a different preset, you have to completely reset up that new preset as well if you want to. Okay, Wind Archer. Oh, slightly new animation. I thought the old one already looked cool. This is very light with this gray background. It's kind of hard to see. Hopefully it like pops a little bit better in game. Skill effect has been changed. Damage has been increased from 750 to 960. Stonks? That's a big increase, man. That's like, what, 28% or something? 20% is 150. So then it's 900. And 60 is 1... 10, 12 and a half. What is it 8? Oh my god, it is 28%. It's exactly 20. Oh, dude. Math fucking genius. Spirit Energy's damage has been increased from 900 to 6,600%. Dude, how did these adjustments happen? This dude just went from 2.4k to 10.8 with a faster interval, and this guy went from 900 to 6.6k. Did something else get majorly nerfed then? The Excited Spirit Energy damage increased from 2.4 to 8.4. No. The Fierce Spirit Energy damage has increased from 1.8 to 9.6. Okay, and the background will now change while the Mistral Spring is summoned. Ooh. Skill has been improved so that you can reinstall the Mistral Spring while it is summoned, and Mistral Spring will now be maintained even after dying, and you can use the skill while in the air and fix an issue where casting the skill would cancel previously used skill. They just missed the 0? Oh, looks like it. Damn. Wind Archer to the moon, and 60% final damage on all of the team. Nightwalker. First attack damage has been increased from 360 to 330, and last attack damage has been decreased from 1440 to 1320. The enhanced last attack damage has been decreased from 360 to 330, and skill description has been changed. I assume that they were just hitting a bit too hard. Hitting the Benjamin a little bit too hard. They got a speeding ticket in Blinkerton. So now they're back on that normal shit. Silence. Shadow Star's damage has been increased from 2100 to 2700. The number of hits increased from 3 to 4. Reactivation cooldown decreased from 4 to 3. And just reactivation duration will now be applied after the cast effect ends. It's one of those that anyone actually test this. Kind of sounds like it, yeah. Enhancement cores 60. Shadow Servant's extended final damage ratio is increased to 85% and duration is increased to 55 seconds. Okay. Mastery cores. Annihilate 6. Skill effect has been changed. Sea Wave will no longer activate. Activate lightning strikes on enemies with the lightning brand. The skill description has been changed. The lightning brand will now be displayed separately on battle analyses. Thunderstorm Sea Wave. Very cool looking skill. Skill effect has been changed. RIP. I take it back immediately. Action delay has been decreased by about 17%. Shockwave's damage has been increased from 1920 to 3240. Sexual damage has moved from 3240 to 5520, and the invincibility duration after casting has been decreased from 9 seconds to 8 seconds. Big whoop. The skill will now apply the maximum number of element lightning buffs and the link buffs upon casting. Okay. 60% final damage on the things. You really see what you think about the 60% final damage approach on Enhancement cores? That's what I was expecting, but I'm also happy to see that some of them are doing a little bit more than just increasing the final damage, but there's also like utility increase, but it's mostly like for buffs, right? Like the existing boost nodes were all, like none of them were for buffs, they were all for attacking skills. But since they're affecting all the fifth now, and some of the fifth are buffs, they have to do something with the utility there rather than just the damage. But yeah, something I said, for example, like with marksman, if instead of getting like split shot final damage, but they made it go up to like 100% uptime, I'm sure that marksman will love that way more. So it would be cool if there was more diversity in there, but I also understand why they don't, because then some classes, yeah, their identity might completely change compared to now. So it's hard to walk that balance, to walk that tightrope, you know. There's a 6% damage with a skill that does nothing from before, not like it needs a different. Wait, it's nice. Xenon got a 60% damage buff on a skill that does nothing from before. What does that mean? Aaron, Maha's damage has been increased from 375 to 600. The number of hits has been increased from 4 to 6. Vision for the second attack skill effect was slow. Overload core is used for final damage buff, not for damage. Oh. Oh, they give a damage buff to core overload? Oh. Well, to be fair, Xenon has like the most endgame matrix push already that there is, right? Because of access to thief skills and to pirate skills. Skill core. Can you make longer skill descriptions? How long Sting's first attack is increased from 1200 to 1320. Second from 1200 to 1440. 1200 to 1800. Increase from 1200 to 2400. And shockwave adrenaline increase from 900 to 1800. Number of hits decrease from 10 to 5. So that stays the same. Final strike damage increased from 6,000 to 9.9, and hits increased from 12 to 14. Now that's big. This skill's been improved so that Howling Swing's link status is maintained even after you stop attacking. You no longer be knocked back by any enemy attacks while using Howling Swing. Howling Swing's link status will now be displayed. Awaken, drilling mode, when you crash, final strike cancelled by inputting a command. Screen effect was awkward. Okay. There's also a 260 thing. We still can't fit everything at once. Really? Is it that bad? Yeah, because you've got so much stuff in there, right? And then 60% final damage to all the skills. Evan. First attack's damage is being increased from 525 to 595, and the second attack's damage from 595 to 700. Zodiac bursts. Alright, this skill already looks insane. Let's see if they burst it even more. Magic strength damage increased from 5040 to 5400. Meter strike start damage increased from 1200 to 1440, and the duration has been decreased from 60 seconds to 45. Gotcha. Okay, so they're probably trying to keep the damage roughly the same, but make the damage get dealt in a shorter amount of time. Meter shower will now be activated when an attack hits an enemy. Fixes an issue where sometimes the meter shower would not be created. You can now right-click the buff icon to cancel the continuous effect. Fixed an issue where MP was consumed 2 times. I wonder if the MP was consumed 2 times for mana overload here as well, because that was part of a previous skill. And there's you need all 3 mages for level 6 link to do 3 ice lightning. You can only link one skill, one class, a class's link skill to a character actively once at a time. Because otherwise you could say like, well, what's to stop you from like linking 12 Demon Avengers to one character and just giving yourself 240% damage or something, right? So you have to have one of each 3. 60% final damage to the 5th job skills, which are in fact all attacking skills. Ender of 6. The damage is increased from 740, a decrease from 740 to 695. Feature where an increased action delay was applied, fixing where sometimes the connection to the server would crash when attacking Demon Balrog. Okay, Harmonic Paradox, sexy skill. The damage is increased from 3,300 to 4,200. Power of Truth's damage will increase from 4,860 to 6,000. The skill will now increase Equilibrium's duration by 10 seconds when used during Equilibrium. This increased duration will also apply when entering Equilibrium with Harmonic Paradox. Buff duration increasing effects will not apply to this increased duration. Sure. Fix an issue where MP consumed when casting was recovered. Fixed an issue where the key down would end immediately. Okay. What do you mean nerfs? Like, you get 10 more seconds of Equilibrium. I think this is a buff overall. Like, they're not losing damage on this thing, right? They're just getting less extra. 60% final damage. Alright. Mercedes, Ishtar's Ring. Number of hits required to fill the brand decreased from 24 to 12. Fix an issue where Ishtar's brand could display different debuffs effect depending on the direction that the character was looking at. Wow, they cut the time in half to put the brands on. Skill cores. The strike's number of activation increased from 9 to 12. That's already really big. Spirit King's manifestation damage have increased from 2520 to 5400. Number of hits has been increased from 6 to 10. Spirit King's manifestation and Hans attacks have been increased from 4200 to 7200. Number of hits increased from 8 to 12. You can no longer cancel Sylvadia while casting Unfading Glory Riding on Sylvadia. Even if Sylvadia's duration ends while casting Unfading Glory will not be cancelled until Unfading Glory is done casting. Fixed an issue where sometimes the Spirit King's manifestation was not summoned. Feature where consumed. Yeah, feature where you couldn't right click the invisibility. Wow. It's a lot of bigger numbers here and a lot of extra activations. $60, $60, $60, $60. Definitely a nerf. Could you explain that a little bit more then, if you see that as a nerf? Tempest of Cards. The damage has been increased from 780 to 840. Fixing an issue where you could cast a skill without a weapon or secondary weapon equipped. Just start spinning around. Sure, your speed while using the skill was not fixed. Defying Fate. The duration has been decreased from 60 to 30 seconds. Ooh. Strike's damage has been decreased from 10,800 to 6,300, but number of activations increased from 2 to 7. Hero's Will damage has been increased from 1,200 to 7,200. You can now right-click the buff icon to cancel the continuous effect. Fix an issue where the dark side was cancelled. Choosing Kali one more level and I'm about to bon honk. Good luck. Early grats on all the levels. 60% final damage on actual attacking skills, right? Spirit Claw damage is... Oh my holy wall of text, Batman. Damage has been decreased from 540 to 475. Fixed an issue with Spirit Claw. Bonus attack did not apply. Fixed an issue where the skill did not activate Spirit Flow's Spirit attacks. Advent of the Protector God. The action delay has been decreased by about 19.3%. The cast will no longer apply attack speed. Fixed. Protector God claiming first attack has been decreased from 1300 to 745. Second has been decreased from 1300 to 745. And a third decreased from 1300 to 795. Number of hits has been decreased from 12 to 10. Foxspirit's orbs will now be affected by Firefox Spirits. Repeat attack bonus. Fox Spirit orbs damage has been increased from 340 to 360. Creation chance has been decreased from 60% to 40%. Number of hits has been decreased from 4 to 3. Fox Spirit's manifestation damage will decrease from 2760 to 1320, and the final damage boost and martial arts enhancement duration will now be applied after the cast effect ends. Okay, I'm not like fluent in shade, but that looks like that sucks. I'm not a shade connoisseur or anything, but that kind of seems like they lost 50% of their damage of the skill. Maybe with all these fixes though, they found the skill to do like way too much. Wall of text for who? For Copper Sound? Wait, why for Copper Sound? Spirit Flow's duration is increased to 90 seconds and 60 seconds on the other things. True Spirit Claw enhancement. What a weird ass icon like this. Oh, he's a shade? Oh, I see. Blaster, Magna Punch, fix the description, fix the effect and description. Final Destroyer, cool ass looking skill. The heat wave's damage has been increased from 4560 to 5400. Number of hits increased from typo, maybe? And then the number of activations has been increased from to 12. I'll have to double check that one. But Max will have to double check this one. Max, double check the blaster, okay? Explosion's number of hits increased from 10 to 14. Number of activations increased from 6 to 7. Combination training will now be stacked by each attack. But yeah, if they increase the heat waves damage, increase the number of hits, increase the number of activations, and explosion number of hits increased, and the number of activations, like, then time to main blaster. Okay, business. Okay, and a 60% final damage on the lot. Battle Mage. Skill icon has been changed. Ooh, Death 6. How many times can you... Death 9 is when you turn into a cat. A kitty cat. Maybe Deathcon... No, never. Send a piece of gear one time? Oh no, dude, that's too much searching and clicking and memeing. Oh, thank you for the follow. So I'm just checking out. Check my raid dailies, boys. We are behind, and we only have an hour left. There's these 3 glyphs too. Items, filter, equipped. Okie dokie. Reaper liberation damage increased from 6,000 to 9,000. Sure thing. Number of hits increased from 7 to 8. Why not? Contract completions number of hits increased from 13 to 14. And fix the issue where Dark Genesis passive final attack effect was not even activated. Stocks. Okay. Wild Hunter. Grenade cooldown while riding has been decreased from 2 seconds to 1.2 seconds. Ooh. Even more grenades. The grenade firing and explosion while riding will now deal 250% points increased damage when attacking normal monsters. Riding the grenades will now be fired even if Wild Vulcan 6's arrows do not hit an enemy. While riding grenades will now explode when they reach the maximum range if they did not hit an enemy. The grenades while riding will no longer be affected by cooldown reset and fix some issues. Okay. Okay. Mages believe the shockwave's damage has been increased by from 5100 to 7800. Number of hits increased from 6 to 7. Roar's damage increased from 4500 to 9.6 thousand. And the soul resonance's damage has been increased from 2400 to 3900. Reactivation cooldown has been decreased from 3 to 2. Soul resonance has been improved and be activated by all of Wild Hunter's attacking skill. Soul resonance continues effect will not be applied after the cast effect ends. An issue where the final attack could cancel Nature's belief. Wow. Labyrinth 3 has a jump quest. Someone is not entertained. Are you not entertained? Da, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Da, 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 da. Yes. Alright, and then Jaguar summoned by Storm damage ratio is increased to 120%. We use it when the down arrow key. The final damage ratio is increased to 60%. And 60% on the other ones. Yeah, reset's already an hour, bro. There'll be 25 champions in Classic Arena. Bro. Can I nuke these guys? Maybe. Xenon! Fuzzy Lob Masquerade 6. Snipe damage has been decreased. Execute damage has been decreased. Cooldown has been increased from 6 to 8 seconds. Ooh la la. Execute cooldown will now be displayed in a buff icon. Uh-oh. Xenon nerfs. Artificial evolution. Yo, the big ass power suit. Show us what you've got. Enhanced Aviation Liberty can be activated instantly after lock improves that if you activate the Mega Smasher while using Enhanced Aviation Liberty, Mega Smasher can be installed. If you install it, you will be invincible for 2 seconds, and the installed Mega Smasher will have a shorter attack time and reduced attack cycle. Fixed issue where maybe because blessing could not be used. Okay, fixed issue attack. Okay. Yeah, and then 60% final damage on everything, including Overload mode, which is a buff. What kind of damage does this even do? Is this like the same amount of damage as Venom Burst? Barely 2%. Oof. Yike. Less than 2%. So it's like weaker than what's it called? Like True Arachnid Reflection probably does about the same amount, right? Okay, mechanic. Let's move on to mechanic. You know, some good news. Attack range increased by about 24.4% on Splash F6. And Massive Fire is issued where the bullets tracking range was narrow. Oh, thick bullets now. Ground 0, which in the numbers and the percentages look pretty good. The Earthquake's damage has been increased from 66,840%. I think there's an extra 6 here. Or an extra 0 here, but probably an extra 6 if I had to guess. Or maybe an extra 8. to 7,800. I don't think I would remember if this was the number of a skill. The number of hits has been increased from 6 to 7. Explosions number of hits has been increased from 10 to 12. And the massive bombing number of hits has been increased from 4 to 6. The numbers already looked... The skill looked a little eh. The numbers looked good. And now the numbers are looking even gooder. And then 60% final damage on all this shit. God, I need to play more different characters. Like things like Mech was actually pretty fun to like dick around on, but you just don't have the time to play all these classes sadly. Demon Impact's damage is decreased from 580 to 690, and Demon Impact 6 Demon Chains damage decreased from 1300 to 1900. Haha, take that, Demon Slayers. Bop, bop. Need to work 50 up skills with buffs like Adele, Aaron, and Xenon. Mm-hmm. Yeah, some of them they did, and then some of them they seem to have completely forgotten. The shockwave damage has been increased from 3420 to 3600 on Nightmare. Flames in Underworld has been increased 2520 to 3900. The number of hits has been increased from 3 to 4. Additional force recovered has been increased from 5 to 10. Children of Underworld's damage has been increased from 4260 to 9000. And you can now use it while using Demon Slayer's other. You can now use it while using the other attacking skills. Okay, well this might be nerfed, but this this one isn't. Nightmare looks like stonks. Yeah, it looks like a counter, and it's 60% final damage to all these things. Oof. Another 60% final damage on Demon Bane Orthros. Demon Avenger Shield Chasing. That's a kind of a Majora's Mask type skill icon. When the shields hit an enemy, only 2/3 of Absolve Life and Advanced Absolve Life's HP recovery will be applied. That is fine. We have 3 shields anyway, instead of 2. Requiem. The slash damage has been increased from 6240 to 7500. The True Soul's Demon Sword damage has been increased from 3120 to 3600, and the Demon Sword's Roar has been increased from 9k to 9.6k. You can now use Demon Sword's Roar while using other attacking skills, including Shield Chasing. The True Soul's Demon Sword's duration will now be applied after the cast effect, and the skill has been improved so that the True Soul's Demon Sword does not disappear even when changing maps. Fix an issue where the invincibility time was shorter than the cast time. Invincibility shorter than the cast time. Cringe. Dying and you don't even see what happened because you couldn't even see your screen. And then 60% final damage to all the things. So no changes to the passive for Demon Frenzy, I guess. Just to the damage from Demon Frenzy itself. Do you stonks? Yeah, looking like stonks and utility to Requiem. Kaiser Giga Slasher. Hola. Hola, hola, Giga. The damage has been increased from decreased from 620 to 580. The damage during final configuration decreased from 620 to 580. The maximum number of enemies hit has been increased from 3 to 4. Configuration where Dragon Blaze's fireballs were not activated. That's probably a buff considering Kaling, because of the 3 things and Kaling at the end, right? You have 4 targets there. Giga Chat Slash. Dragon's Blaze's fire energy could not be exploded. Might of Nova. The strike's damage has been increased from 5040 to 6600. Number of hits increased from 5 to 8. Oh, that's big. Number of activations increased from 4 to 5. The final strike's damage has been increased from 7020 to 8100. And the number of hits has been increased from 10 to 12. And number of activations increased from 8 to 12. Oh, it's that big. That last one is big. Its skill will now increase final configuration's duration by 10 seconds when used during final configuration. Final duration increasing effects will not apply to this increased duration. Fix an issue where Dragon Blaze's fireballs were not activated. Okay. Looks good for Kaiser. 60% final damage on all the memes. Kane. Fixing Possession and Possession 2's Malice creation effects were not applied. Fix an issue where Remain Instance crystals were not created. And fix an issue where skill effect actually did not end. Okay. So just some fixes on the Mastery Core. Mastery Core is Makore. Got him. Annihilation. The skill icon has been changed. Strikes damage has been increased from 2400 to 4800. Number of hits increased from 13 to 14. Big. Death Busting activated when the Malice Domain has been increased from 550 to 870. And Dragon Breath damage has been increased from 1800 to 3300. And number of hits increased from 8 to 12. Okay. So instead of 6.4... Instead of 14.4k damage, it's 39.6k. So almost tripled the damage of the Demon Breath. Okay, and then 60% final damage to the lot. Cadena. Oh my god. Final damage boost to skills other than Chain Art Stroke if used immediately after the first hit has been increased from 15 to 25. I think they nerfed it on the last one, so now they're rebuffing it. Second hit enhanced increased from 760 to 560. The second house of preparation time has been increased from 8 to 10 seconds. The enhanced second hit shockwave damage has been increased from 470 to 990, and number of hits increased from 8 to 10. Skill's been improved so that the enhanced second hit shockwave is only activated when the enhanced second hit hits an enemy. Okay. Now second hit shockwave, lower attack range has been increased by about 5.2%. The skill has been improved so that you can see the number of prepared enhanced second hits in the buff icon. Okay. So it seems like more QOL and easier to confirm your damage, and then adjusting the numbers a little bit to make that happen. Generous Massacre, the first link attack's damage has been increased from 4,500 to 5,100. Number of hits have been increased from 4 to 5. Second link attack's damage has been increased from 4,800 to 5,400. And number of hits increased from 13 to 14. Number of activations increased from 5 to 7. That's always, that looks like a small thing, but like going from 5 to 7 is 40% damage increase. That part alone. But if you also add a line here and you also add the percentage, then basically the whole skill is probably hitting about 50% harder. Chain Art Stroke's final damage boost to the next attack will no longer be applied to this skill. Okay. So that's why the numbers have been adjusted to kind of account for that. But it's still, even with that in mind, it's still big. If you're going from 15%, like 115% of the base, to 25% on other stuff, and then go to like 85% of the new amount, it's still higher. So that's, yeah, I think that still stonks. That still looks like stonks to me. Trinity, fixed an issue by Soul Seeker's experts increased activation rate when using Trinity was not applied. Okay. Skill core, the skill effect has been changed. The sound waves damage has been increased from 3k to 4.8k. The number of hits has been increased from 6 to 8, and number of activations increased from 2 to 3. See, that's just 50% more already on that last thing alone, you know? The confetti cannon's damage has been increased from 4,200 to 7,200, and number of activations increased from 5 to 7. Skill will now instantly acquire the maximum amount of Mascot Familiar's magic bubble when cast. Oh. And Soundwaves and confetti cannons will now enhance energy burst, energy orb faster. Damn, okay, so it's buffing like all your other fifth stuff as well. Okay. Insta mascot, faster energy burst. Finally some synergy stuff going on. Interesting. And just way more damage by itself as well. Okay, 6% final damage on everything. Mastery cores. Action delay decreased by about 25%, 13%, 15%. Damage doubled on timepiece. Fixed an issue where Alpha's timepiece was activated by the vortex created by Alpha from assist while in beta form. Beta form. Chrono trigger. The time force consumed has been decreased from 60 to 40. The strike damage has been increased from 4,200 to 6,300, plus 50%. Number of hits has been increased from 4 to 6, also plus 50%. The time distortion's damage has been increased from 4,800 to 5,400. That's plus 1/8, right? So 12.5%. And number of hits increased from 6 to 8. And Final Strike's number of activations increased from 5 to 7. Alright, I don't know. Quick maths, I think this skill hits about double the damage that it did before. Steve's got a big smile. Dude, Steve's standard face is already such a big smile. What's up, everybody? You have a skill core change chrono trigger over here. But yeah, his smile probably got even wider, yeah. Kaiser got buffed? Yeah, it looked like it. Plus they got the additional duration for their transformation because the skill itself lasts 10 seconds, so they get an extra 10 seconds of transformation, so it doesn't actually hurt you in like transformation time during the skill. Enhancement core is 60% on everything. Shocker there. Limit break damage, is that also, yeah. Make the bind longer, bro. Kinesis, ultimate material 6 damage has been increased from 1170 to 1295. Another realm, dude, that skill just looks so cool. Psychic points consumed has been increased from 1 to 5. Okay, don't you have like 30? The damage has been increased from 6,000 to 8,400. Just give me 50%, well, 40% more damage, bro. And then 60% final damage on all the 5th job stuff. What was really cool though, if you do another realm, that the ultimate moving matter, that it just stays in place as well. So you don't have to fuck around with like min-maxing and moving it around. But it like stays on the target and does damage all the time as well. That was also really cool to see. Adeli. Damage has been increased from 645 to 750. Enhanced Device cooldown has been decreased from 12 seconds to 6 seconds. And the damage has been increased from 360 to 570. Skill has been improved so that you can check Enhanced Divide's cooldown in the buff icon. Divide 6 skill icon has been changed. New skills. Oh, new Adele skills. New skill alert. Shard 6. Create a flying fragments that detect enemies. If Shard 6 hits an enemy using damage reflect, you will not take damage. Create 5 magic fragments that deal 720% damage 3 times. Cooldown of 6 seconds. And Wonder. When attacking, Shard is automatically created. Whenever the skill is used, the effects are activated, and when it is reused, they are deactivated. No shot, that just means it's a toggle. When trigger skills hit an enemy, create a shard every 6 seconds. Consumes 30 MP when created. Cooldown 0.5 seconds. Wait. When trigger skills hit an enemy, create a shard every 6 seconds. Consume 30 MP when created. Cooldown 0.5 seconds. But how does it have a cooldown and a cooldown? So you just hit something with a trigger skill and then it'll create a shard every 6 seconds from then on out? For that one skill? Until the monster dies or something? I hope you can stack like all the trigger skills on one. That description is a little weird. Cooldown for the cooldown, yeah. Oh, the cooldown is for the toggle. Gotcha, okay. But so it's not when the trigger skill hits an enemy, create a shard every second. It's every 6 seconds when a skill hits an enemy, create a shard, right? It's probably the other way around. Activate the missiles manually. It would be interesting to see, but maybe it's even more micromanaging now? I wonder. Hope it changes the flow of the class not too much. Maestro. The Ether Sword. Summons number of hits has been increased from 7 to 10. Number of activations has been increased from 4 to 6. The final strike's number of hits has been increased from 12 to 14. And number of activations increased from 6 to 10. Jesus. Oh, Adele is a struggling class. but that's looking pretty solid. And 60% final damage on all the things. Ilium! Oh my god, we're over halfway, chat. I believe in you. Javelin. Skill effect has been changed. Crafting to increase from 535 to 580. You can no longer acquire crystal shards from orb. You now charge 25 crystal when the javelin hits an enemy. Enchant javelin's damage is no longer decreased when multiple hit the same enemy. Oh, that decrease was pretty big. I remember that. Okay, the damage reduction logic same enemy has been changed. Enchant javelin will now automatically track and attack enemies within a certain range. Fixed an issue where overload mana was not applied. Blah 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 blah. Fix. Number of acquired crystal shards will now be displayed in a quick slot. Gotcha. And then glory wings. Damage decreased a little bit, 945 to 925. It's like what, 2.5%. No, not even. Is it 2%? No, just over 2%. Maybe 2.2 or something. The number of glory crystal shards required to activate has been increased from 4 to 10. You now charge 25 crystal. But also no longer decrease when it multiple hits the same enemy. Okay. Okay. Unlimited crystals. First magic explosion's damage has been increased from 27 to 50. Okay, just doubled. Second explosion has been doubled as well. And the last explosion has been, shocker, doubled. Wowie. The number of crystalline crystals created has been increased from 22 to 25. And the skill will now increase Glory Wings duration by 10 seconds when used during Glory Wings. Buff duration increase effects will not apply to this increased duration. Fix an issue where mana overload was... Okay. Unlimited power. Is 60% final damage on Adele skills the base 5th job skills? Yes, yes. That's for like for all of them here. Only classes that have specific buffs have different numbers, but some classes have buffs that also got 60% final damage because the skills themselves do a little bit of damage, which is probably not entirely fair for them. And we might see that change in the between now and the live servers. Crystal Ignition, 60%, 60%. Oh, so this one is a buff here too. Soul of Crystal's reaction skills final damage ratio has increased to 90%, and the damage boost per soul crystal consumed when using Glory Wings increased to 45%, and a passive of 90 all stat. Okay. Kali fixed an issue where the skill effect did not disappear. Okay. New skill, Arts Crescentum 6. Ooh-la. Instantly rotate rapidly to cut nearby enemies. This skill can be linked while or after moving with Void Rush or after casting Void Blitz. The attack range will be based on the direction of the Void Rush that was used directly before this skill. Consumes 400 MP, deals almost 1000% damage 4 times on up to 8 enemies. When the skill is used, the Void Rush and Blitz cooldowns are decreased by 5 seconds. Cooldown, 5 seconds. Oh my god, if you thought they were dashing a lot now, you're gonna be dashing so much. Are you gonna be perma-dashing with this? It's a 5-second cooldown skill. And decreases your... What is this base cooldown on Void Rush and Void Blitz? Isn't it like 6 seconds or something? You're just dashing all over the place. You just dash, dash... Reset dash dash reset dash dash reset dash dash reset dash dash reset dash 4 map farming. Multi-track drifting. Incoming. Jeez. Okay. And then Hex Sandstorm. The Storm Chakram's damage has been increased from 1980 to 3300%. The strike's damage has been increased from 3,000 to 4,500. Explosion damage has been increased from 4,500 to 5.4. Number of activation increased from 5 to 6. Final damage boost has been increased from 15% to 25%. And a final damage boost effect will now be applied after the keydown begins. Fix an issue where 25% final damage on everything after that. Ooh. That's big change. 10% point final damage extra on the burst after it. And then 60% to all the 5th job skills. Alright. Interesting stonks for Kali. Arc. Damage decreased from 980 to 900. I saw the numbers on that skill. It was fucking insane. Because our base is like 180 or something, and then they took it up to 980. So they probably just overcorrected it a little bit. But the other ones are staying the same. That's surprising to me. I was expecting all of these numbers to go down by a lot, but fixed issue mystic arms, fixed issue Scarlet did not apply to party members. Oh, fix that. Fix all of them. Awakened Abyss, come on, please. Please, Arc Stonks, come on. Damage has been increased from 900 to 1460. Alright, we're starting with a more than 50% damage increase. The amount of Spectre energy created when linking skills has been increased from 1 to 10. Okay, so tenfold the Spectre energy creation. Okay. The additional Spectre energy created when you use Infinity Spell has been increased from 30 to 300. Fix an issue where Creeping Terror, Blissful Restraint, Endless Agony, Abyssal Recall, Endless Starving Beast, and Ancient Abyss did not create Abyss Blades, so they will as well. Fix an issue where Spectre energy was not saved when dying. Fix an issue where Spectre energy was created even when the linked skills did not hit an enemy. Okay, so you have to hit something. Alright, that makes sense. Fix an issue when casting Grievous Wounds. Sometimes the Spectre energy would be consumed, but the Abyss Blades would not activate. Okay. So total amount of stacks and stuff before I start activating 10x. And 10x the amount of them that you can get. And more than 50% increase. Well, 560 extra. That's 900 to 560. Is it 70? Is it 70%? 70% is... No, 60% is 540. So it's a little bit more than 60% extra damage on it. And up to... And the amount of triggers on it, 10x. And it's now triggered by all of the all of the Spectre skills as well. Okay. That's just the Mastery Core, okay? This is all the Mastery Core. Now the Skill Core. The Source of Strike's damage has been increased from 4,500 to 9,710. Okay, I'm liking the start of this. Alright. Alright, this is good. This is good direction. The number of hits has been increased from 10 to 12. Okay. Grasp of the Abyss damage has been increased from 7,500 to 85 and 90. Number of grasps created has been increased from 5 to 6. And the creation interval has been decreased by about 16%. You can now create 300 Spectre energy for Awakened Abyss when you use the skill, so instantly cap. Fix an issue where sometimes the gauge would be decreased abnormally when the continuous effect ended. You can now right-click the buff icon and cancel. Okay. Okay. Alright. There's some stonks right here. This is big. The Awakened Abyss and Ancient Abyss changes together are pretty massive. Is it time to make my Arc a C10 immune? I mean, they could start doing some disgusting burst, yeah. If you throw like a Roar 3, Roar 4 on there. That could be nasty. Bro, I just saw an Arc in on my laptop, and his name was Mark Wahlberg, and the Arc part was like in all caps, and the rest was lower caps. The name is so stupid, I love it. Arc Wahlberg. Okay. 60% final damage. Impending Death's damage during Infinity Spell is increased by 90% points. Wait, Impending Death. Why not just more? Just give us more. Just give us more orbs. 90% points on Impending Death. I don't know what's the current percentages. I don't know. But I mean, it's probably good. Lara, Mastery Core, Essence, Sprinkle 6, damage increase from 745 to 840, damage boost on the Mountain Kids and increase 360% points to 660% points. Blooming Flower World. Flower damage increased from 6,000 to 8,400, and Earth Energy's damage increased from 9,000 to 10,800. Fix an issue. So it's like 20% on both? No, 40% on this one and 20% on that. Where you could not use the skill while riding manifest where the river flows. Oh, so you're supposed to be able to do that while you're gliding through the map? No one? Lara, you're all right. And then 60% final damage on all the memes. Dude, big stretch. It's gonna hit like an actual truck. Hoyoung. Here we go. Wonders of Heaven and Earth. The number of Stage 3 Heaven, Earth, Humanity attribute links required has been decreased from 5 to 3. Ooh la la. Duration has been increased from 30 seconds to 40 seconds. And fix an issue where the Enhanced Heaven... Blah, blah, blah. Skill alarm did not work, even when it cooldowns. And fix an issue where sometimes the number of Stage 3 attribute link skills... links, completed appear to overlap. Okay. So easier to trigger and 10 seconds longer duration. That's pretty sexy. And the skill core, come on, give me some huge numbers, man. Skill effect changed. Sage's damage is increased from 1200 to 3720. Alright, that's over triple. Primal Explosions damage increased from 4800 to 8520. And number of hits increased from 8 to 12. Oh! Jeez. That's big number. Big number go up a lot. Wonders of Heaven and Earth will now be applied when you use the skill. Fix an issue where Scroll Butterfly Dream did not activate. Okay. Throw in some butterflies. Fix an issue where Sage 3 Paths Apparition did not activate. Fix an issue where if you changed maps while using this skill, the skill effect would continue to be displayed. Fix an issue where the MP consumed when casting skill would be recovered. Oh. Damn. Alright, Clone's damage boost during Sage Rampage has increased to 620% points. And 60% final damage on the other 3 big ones. Sage of Breath of God's Sage. Oh, never mind. Yeah. But you do have a buff from this as well, right? I guess they don't want to increase the duration of that buff. They're here. Yeah. Round and round. They're here. Skill changes. Common. Buff icon. Certain buff icons. Combat orders. Decent combat orders. And the passive skill +1 abilities description has been updated to state that they do not apply to 6th job skills. I mean, they don't apply to 5th job even. Or to hypers. Why would they? Upper charge. When you cast it, Sword of Burning Souls, Sword. Sword of Burning Souls, Sword. Okay. Skills improves when you cast it. The sword strikes will prioritize. Oh, 25 minutes of it. Get my raid dailies done, bro. My raid dailies. Oh god, I've got to do like 3 more PvP 3v3 arena runs. No, give me some easy W's. Oh no, 800k without full teams. Are you serious? Okay, this is easy W. Easy. Oh, switch these. ECW. Okay. Valhalla skills strikes being created at the location of the boss monster with the highest. Okay, that's good. Dual blade, hidden blade. Fix issue. We're accusing certain. Oh, causing probably. Or using certain skills. We change the number of activations. Oh. Spider mana. Voices have been added to the 5th job skills. The skills are added as follows: Imperial Breath, Elemental Blast, Dragon Break, and Zodiac Ray. Luminous voices have been added to the 5th job skills as well. Oh my god, the biggest buffs. They kept the biggest buffs for last, chat. Voices added to Mercedes, Phantom, Shade, huh? Yun Wall? Shade? I don't know what any of those are. Blaster, Battle Mage, Wild Hunter, Xenon, Mega Smash, Photon Ray. Biggest buff, Bam gets skill voices, yeah. Mechanic. The time it takes for the attack to start when you hold the key down has been decreased by about 26%. Massify and reinforce fix an issue where the hovering over the skill would cause the skill icon to move. and skill voices have been added. And Demon Slayer, skill voices have been changed. And voices Demon Slayer no longer screaming the same way. Demon Avenger, voice is changed as well. Kaiser voice added. Cadena voices added. 0 Earthquake or Shockwaves are not activated by the assists. Limit break, you can now right click sky break. Okay. Okay. This one's in big L, so we just put our tanky team. We can just nuke, bomb this guy, nuke that guy. Skill voices have been added for Kinesis, for Zero, for Adele. Damn, Lucker Dog. Lucker Dog. Bless marks and improves that they're no longer reset upon dying. Regular ranks and more, and skill lines for Ilium as well. Arc. Oh my god, more additional changes? Ayo? Ayo, additional changes? This guy is because balls. Vision screen effect when entering spectrum mode from flora mode appeared during the cutscenes. We can't be having that. Charge spell amplification. Fix an issue where plane spell 6, scar spell 6 did not apply. Oh yeah, okay, they already mentioned that earlier. Fix an issue where sometimes if the skill ended at the same time as certain other buffs, the effects applied to yourself did not end. Whoa, that's a lot of extra T's. Did not end. Okay. This recall fix an issue where sometimes after the continuous effect ended, they get... No, there's another bug with Abyssal Recall. Why are they not addressing this? There's a bug where sometimes your character just doesn't go into Abyssal. You see the effect on the background, but your character just stands on the ground and does absolutely nothing. And you don't deal any damage with the skill, but it still goes on cooldown. You just lose the skill. I don't think they've fixed this at all. It just happens sometimes, and it's such a big skill as well to just lose all the damage on. New area, the Battleship Arteria. Oh, it is a Dark Aster, guys. Aster, Arteria, like it's the same fucking letters too, bro. Let us hear the music. Music, Maestro. Sickness Rest, participation requirements. Characters level 280 or higher have completed 5th job advancement and the Shangri-La, the person who reached Paradise Quest. Accept the Arteria to Maple World Quest and light bulb notification on the left side of the screen. Wow, spooky. Yo, no gang signs, bro. Yo, new character, who dis? This character is too tall. These measurements don't make any sense. They have an actual upper body. They have an actual torso. It's so weird. Look how long their arms are. Footpick Monkatillo. A new mommy approaches. It's probably a guy. It could be a girl because the eyelashes are very thick, but you never know in this game. But yeah, probably girl because thick eyelashes. If the eyelashes were like 20% thinner, it would be a dude. Final quests have been added to Battleship Arteria. Holy moly. Gaon, Kidan, Ikarut, Irina, and Sigmund. Next song. Imager album. All right, we got the maps. Look at that. We got the Iron Dome. We got more maps trying to be 3D but actually being two-dimensional. Okay. This looks like a lot of spawn locations. What is this? 5, 10, 15, 26, 30, 40. This is the first map with 40 monsters. Actually, this one might be... Yeah, this one's lower, right? That's 10. 20. 23. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 36. Yeah, this is 40 monsters on the map, man. This one's also a little bit lower. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 36. These are all big. And this one's also a little bit lower, I think, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, no, this is 40 as well. This is mirrored the other one. First map is like 1-5. You can full clear with just Earth Shower and attacking the right, the right side. Oh, can Earth Shower stand on this little platform here and hit like all of that? Can it hit the top as well? Ugh. Ugh. More songs. Nightwalker map? Bro, every map is a Nightwalker map. Nightwalker is just disgusting. That shit just bounces all over the place. Kobe tested it. There's 2 maps like that. Yeah, they seem to be just mirrored. This one and this one seem to be mirrored, right? Oh no, wait. This one is a little bit different. Alright. This one seems like it's a lot of monsters, but it's mostly because they're big, I think. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 30, 32, 36. All the maps have just so many spawn locations on it. It's kind of ridiculous. Oh my lord. Can't even nuke my tanks. It's getting destroyed, dude. Okay, this music is kind of cool. You guys digging the music or nah? Okay, other song. Okay, tomorrow MapleStory maps. Hennessy's Hunting Ground was peak. Hell yeah, bring back Hennessy's Hunting Ground. Oh, I thought I might win the 50-50. Oh my god, it's a triple win though. Fuck this guy up. Bomb his ass. Oh my god, double bombed. He's just dead to the... Boom. Okay. What is this guy's cheating? What is this guy doing here? I mean, it's 40 with this guy, but this guy is like piggybacking off the other one. I don't think this one is real. That's a fake spawn right here. They can climb the stairs now? Oh no. Is there a stair behind? No, I don't. I think this one is fake. God, what the fuck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. Another 40 map. Another 40 map. Damn. What? 30, 36, 38. Another 40 map. Damn. These maps are really big, though. Look at how small these portals are. These monsters are decently big. Like, this is a really big map. You know what what these maps are, more so than training maps for specific classes? These are VACPAD maps, bro. How are you supposed to loot any of this shit without a VACPAD? Just look at it. Turbo aids, man. All these maps have like 16,000 platforms. These are impossible to loot without. We just 40 maps, we got 18.5k. Yeah, hell yeah. Create the problem, sell the solution. Easy clap. Alright, we got some extra maps. 18 more images. Oh, and before dick pic. Alright, I'm not even going to count these. This is like 32. This is what, 33? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, that's 38 actually. And there's one platform here without anything, so you have a safe spot actually, I think. If they put 2 monsters here, it would have been 40. Put 3. Make 41. Come on. These are interesting maps. As in, they look like they suck. It's 8, 10, 15, 18, 20, 29, 30, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, that's also... doesn't look as filled, but these maps are really big though. They're like the size of the top left maps in Odium, but if you're like a Lumi and you have teleporters around the map in good spots, then you can just use that to get around the map. These maps are really cool looking though. You know what I don't get? I don't get in spaceships, right? You're building a fucking spaceship, right? Like the amount of resources you need, the size of the thing, like propulsion through the fucking through space, like all of that bullshit. Every single thing in a spaceship, it should have function, right? Like the size of the spaceship should be a function. Every single space should be, or every single thing in the spaceship should have like every single room should have a function. But sometimes you just have like these huge ass corridors and like these big ass spaceships where just nothing happens. It's like, would you really like create a spaceship with like a bunch of room where there's nothing, where you just have to travel through it to get from one side, from one thing that you need to do to another thing that you need to do? That doesn't make any sense in a spaceship, right? It's like having a house with a room where just nothing happens. It's just completely open and you just don't use a room for anything. I don't think you would actually do that. God, there's some big-ass maps with a lot of monsters, man. I mean, I think at this point, they should just go to maps with like 60 monsters in it and just share runes between players so we can start party training again, man. Party training? No, party training. Oh. Okay, what level are these monsters? 280. 280, 281, 282, 283, 284. 284. 14 bill HP. 3.4 mil EXP base. Based. 517 added. Oh, elite boss. Yo, that's a pretty elite boss. Nice. Very nice. And the new authentic symbol. Okay. Why is the right side of the thing like blurry? Maybe it looks better if it's not like blown up like that. Authentic symbol Arteria and the daily. Wait. 10 authentic symbols. Wait. Oh, daily for 10 symbols and 38.6 billion experience. What do you point it out? Yeah, now you see it, right? And then a beautiful medal. Oh, pretty nice with garbage stats, of course. Convenience improvements. The base number of inventory slots have been expanded. Hang on. Oh, dailies. Ascend a piece of gear one time. Oh god, how expensive is that? Do we have any resources? Filter. 4-star. Rank and rarity. 4-star anything. How much is it to upgrade? Ascend 30? Oh, it has to be upgraded to 12 first? Oh, wait, can I... Oh, wait, I have resources. I have resources. I can do something that's already equipped. Hang on. 5-star. This one. Upgrade. Ascend. Ascend it. Defense. Oh, by the way, the first thing I ascended, Richard, the first thing I did was a pendant with critical damage on it, and I rolled extra critical damage on it. How based is that shit? Okay. So, base number of slots increased from 24 to 48. That's good. And existing character number of slots have been increased by 24 and maxed to 128. Number of storage slots base also doubled. And the number of slots is... max is 158? Is that the max now for storage? Missed the orange line. Which is in reboot world? Oh, only for non-reboot. Wait. No increase for the server where inventory slots is more important? Gotcha, okay. Inventory management in regular server starting out as ass? Yeah, but endgame inventory management for reboot is way worse, right? Because you need to hold on to all of your equips. It's really only equips. Reboot should just have more equip slots than non-reboot. Just by definition. Because we cannot trade, so we have to hold on to all of our shit. And it's ridiculous. Faction Wars. How long are those runs? Ooh, those runs might be a little bit too long. I think we start with the same amount of slots, yeah. Maple Auction, the detailed search has been improved so that you can search for specific levels of special skill rings. Okay. It's been improved so that the setting in the in-game options are now maintained even when logging onto other PCs. Oh, the keyboard basic. What? Oh, faces. Bring the faces back. What the fuck? The shortcut key defaults have been reorganized. The default shortcut keys have been replaced with more frequently used short keys. 2 new short keys have been added: daily quests and event quests. Oh? They've taken the faces off and thrown everything from F1 to F9? No. Now I have to reapply everything. This is too long. It's not gonna work. At least leave F3 and F6. Yeah, those are basically the only ones you need. It's been improved so that Angelic Buster's appearance at the time of logging off will now be maintained when you log back in. Yo, quality of life. Using cache throw start an existing method where the one on top of your inventory was applied. It was been changed so that you can double click any throwing star to apply them. The throwing star is currently being applied will have an E. Okay. Cool. Maximum damage limit changes. Maximum damage change from 150 build to 700. Oh yeah, not 750. I think I said 750 somewhere. 700, yeah. Resolution support system improvements. All right. Meanwhile, 1080p is also still in beta, but also we're doing 1920 by 1200, 1560 by 1440, 2732 by 1536, and 3840 by 2160. And we're all just putting it still in beta. And that's our big excuse for anything going wrong, anything and everything going wrong, and it not working properly. Okily dokily. The following resolution supported have been added to the client. 800 by 600 is marked as a non-recommended resolution. Well, no shit. It's impossible to see most of the things on the screen. I put it on my laptop just so it has an easier time loading. And like if I open up the guild screen, I can't see how much flag race contribution we have. It's just not. It can't show up on the screen. It has been improved. Oh, it's recommended to play MapleStory version 1366 or higher. And everyone, images such as effects and maps may look awkward. We ask for many inquiries and reports from players. Please tell us what's broken so we can go fix it. Has been improved so that while in windowed mode, you can now drag and drop the window borders to adjust the resolution. No way. Are we actually entering the 21st century with this game? Next thing you know, we're actually going to be able to manage our HUD and our stretch and resize like our HP thing here and like move where these buttons go and move where this goes. You know? Holy shit. Maybe somewhere in 2027 we'll be able to do that stuff. The feature now also works on the login screen, Cash Up Maple Auction, and the external chat window. However, you cannot change the resolution during some content and cutscenes where the resolution is fixed. Gotcha. Full screen mode has been removed. The existing hotkey to switch to full screen mode, Alt-Enter, has been changed to switch to the maximum resolution supported by your current monitor and client. Switching to maximum resolution if the monitor's height and the client's height match. The client will be converted to borderless window mode. In borderless window mode, when you hover over the top of the client screen, a drag bar will be displayed. You can adjust the location of the client by clicking and dragging on the drag bar. Huh. Interesting. This image looks kind of okay. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Now it makes sense, yeah. Yeah, because it's not displayed completely here, and it looks like it's cut off a little bit, which it is. Okay. The UI optimization feature has been added. It can be set into the graphics. In this feature, it's turned to the resolution 1920 by 1080 or higher. The size of the UI will be adjusted to an appropriate scale optimized for the current resolution. Just let us choose. Don't choose it for us. But maybe this is 1080p with keeping the UI the same size, maybe? Oh yeah, 1920, yeah. If you just turn off, the UI size will increase at the same ratio as in the existing full screen 1360 by 768. Damn, maybe non-independent UI scaling. I mean, it's not quite 2027, but it is something. In the laboratory, the upscaling filter feature has been added. You can choose to sharpen or soften the game screen with the upscaling filter. This filter will only work with the UI optimization feature turned in resolution 1920 1080 or higher. Sharpen or soften the game screen. Happy reset gang. Yo, reset gang. Hopefully Richard got all his dailies done. And then Dimensional Library Maple Chronicles, a new chapter. Book of the Arcane River. The day after, I've been added to the Book of Arcane River Tenebris Ligma. You can watch it if you want to. Arcane River's area's daily quest completion requirements have been changed to defeating 600 monsters within that area. When you complete further Arcane River area's story quest, the previous area's requirements will be decreased by 200 monsters up to a maximum of 400. Road to Vanishing Area monsters will include Reverse City monsters. Choo Choo will include Yum Yum. And when you complete a daily quest, you will receive symbol vouchers for that area. Okay, the only thing I just need to know is if as soon as reset hits, if it just starts counting monsters and just goes up to 600 or 400 or 200. I don't want to have to actively start all the quests in all the areas every single day. It's fair, not including Celas. Yeah, unfortunate. The Archive daily quests are being reorganized. You can complete them before the official server maintenance on July 13th. However, if you don't complete them beforehand, you'll be given additional symbol vouchers upon completing the quest on the day only. Please take note of when playing the game. Okay. What up, Frosco? Before... Oh wait, Arcane River Quick Passes daily quest details have been changed. Before, 500 Maple points used for each incomplete daily quest, up to 1500. After, 500 Maple points for each 200 monsters needed to complete the daily quest, up to 1500. Okay. 74.7? Damn. I'm at like 97, bro, but... We'll level to D8 at some point. Maple achievements. New achievements have been added. Following achievements have been moved to the Memories tab. Okay. It was a really long dream force of clan beasts. Okay. Fixation with Shangri-La exploration achievement where certain map names were wrong. Oh shit! By the way, let me log into the other MapleStory so we can do the tower thing. Oh, it might ruin the stream a little bit because it crashed last time. Okay, let's go through this first. The following cash items have been added to gold apples. Okay. Sure thing. The following items have been removed from gold apples. Okay. No, Pinocchio knows. 70% pet equipment magic scroll. There's some non-reboot stuff. New cash throwing stars have been added. Note zones. Giant ass throwing stars and bats. Dude, nodes as throwing stars? A lot of people are going to be getting that. Oh! Pause champ? In Reboot World, you can now purchase red cubes and black cubes from an in-game shop instead of the cash shop. Praise Gaben. 125 mil for 10? Wait, why is it why is it more though? Why is it 12.5 mil instead of 12? Is there a tax from buying it from the thing and not going into the cash shop? 2.5 bill for buying a stack of 2. Can you just buy a stack of 200 as well? Oh my god. Red and black cubes can be purchased as 10, 20, 50, 100, or 200 vouchers. The vouchers can be put into storage. You can use the Reboot Cube shop through each town's quick move button. You can also purchase red cubes and black cubes from Android stores. Also, the discount purchase prices like merchant and bargaining will not be applied. Damn. Wait, why did you say keep reading? Nothing was there to account for the fact that they increased the price. $12.5 and 22.6. Why did they increase the price just a little bit like that? That's so weird, but okay. Using a Lady Blair's Dream Express event to move cash up to another characters, you can now move items by selecting a specific job branch in addition to specific characters. Okay. Oh, you could just say like move it to explorers, move it to heroes. Yeah, that's how it should be. Agreed. Wasn't it the price for KMS Reboot? Does KMS Reboot have slightly different prices for cubes than we do? Oh, I don't know. Inflation. Yep, cube sale is still a thing with the new vendor? Oh, yeah. That's actually a good point. Yeah, how would cube sale interact with that? They have different cubes? That's true, but the price was the same. Then, quest improvements. Nobody cares. Items. Oh, yeah. Small wops. If you use the wealth acquisition push recipe, you will also learn how to make small wops. You make 6 of them? But they last half as long? And they cost half the resources. Kind of. When using red flame fragments, black cube fragments, additional cube fragments, or white additional cube fragments, you can now input the number of desired items you wish to trade for. Good shit. Shangri-La, new map. Oh my god, what the hell? Why is this update so fucking massive? So existing map monster places have been increased and new hunting grounds have been added. Oh, just 8 extra maps. New Odium maps. Ayo? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 37. This map looks a lot like the existing one. This one also looks a lot like the existing one. Did it just double the maps? They look exactly like the existing ones. Huh. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 39. Oh, big. And then this one has... God, these maps have so many monsters on them, dude. Jesus. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, 39. Damn. Okay. What's wrong with every artist will not now appear instead of the thralled archers. You can no longer drop items in Petrail and Ludi Petrail. No more drop games. A fixing issue where if you could not search for the following maps in the world map UI, Hotel Arcus, Floor 2F, and Carote Unending Tower. Okay. UI on the character creation screen, Zero and Kinesis job branch labels have been changed. Oh, wait, is it the new? Is this the new login screen? New title, login screen's image and background has been changed. Oh my god, Horny Mushroom is bullying Octopus. Do new maps drop fams? There are no fams in Korea, so no information on that. Probably not. Look at all those mobs that get no visits after level 1. Yeah, after the first hour of gameplay, yeah. Alright, beauty room slots. Base slots increased from 24 to 36. Maximum number of slots increased from 30 to 42. Skin room, number of base slots and maximum number of slots increased from 6 to 12. Angelic Buster, you can now use mannequin without distinction between regular mode and dress-up mode. Error fix, quest changes, item fix, monster fix, map changes. Small minor thingies. Okay, UI. Okay. When a combination key is placed on insert, home, page up, page down, delete, and use a numpad. There's an issue where the combination key was sometimes reorganized as being pressed continuously. Okay. Fixing issue where Ho-Young and Kaiser's characters' tails looked awkward when riding mounts. Fixing issue where if you had a 4-slot chair back at the top of your setup, using the sit key would sit in another chair. Wow, okay, that's a lot of stuff. So that doesn't even have the entire quest line on how to do the 6th job. But, so that's 6th job. The basics of the Hexa matrix. All of the skills, all the new areas, all the new little quality of life stuff. Resolutions, symbols, maps, all the skill changes of way too many classes, and doesn't even have the classes in there that we have in GMS that KMS doesn't have. Soul Erda, beautiful Hexa matrix, new music. Wowie. Alright, tell me what you think. What are you most excited for? What sucks the most in here? And I will look forward to reading those comments. Yeah, so I think this Thursday, so in just a few days, I believe we have the actual release into the live servers. Or that's next week. No, I think it's the 12th, right? No, not 12th. No, the 13th or the 20th. It's this Thursday or the next. It's pretty soon. So we'll see the final changes, and we'll also, once Max makes a beautiful post on that, we'll definitely go over all of that. Thanks again to orangemushroom.net, to Max for making all this stuff happen. And it's looking very beautiful. Preach. All right, huge preach. Now